Iraq, a country ripped apart by sectarian conflict for years, a haven for Sunni and Shia terrorists alike, a land of war crimes, rape, torture, and mass execution of civilians.
Innocent civilians massacred. Prisoners tortured. Acts that shocked the civilized world. All discovered by ABC News online, not from the usual ISIS accounts, but on social media sites connected to elite units of the Iraqi army, the very forces the U.S. is counting on to help stop such atrocities. Here, a group of men in Iraqi army uniforms give a sign of approval after a civilian is beheaded behind them. In this video, a young boy, a suspected ISIS recruit, is about to be executed, shot dead in the street, with men in what appear to be Iraqi uniforms crowding around the scene. This appears to be an insignia of the Iraqi Special Forces.
What we're seeing here is a brazen, proud display of these terrible crimes.
Like these men with a severed head, or these men dragging the body of a captured prisoner. In this video, what appears to be two unarmed Iraqi civilians are about to be murdered, like the others already dead next to them. This video, slowed down, shows militia fighters with U.S.-supplied weapons. This freeze frame catches a soldier with what experts say is another insignia for the Special Forces, witnessing without stopping what is about to happen. The prisoners say they are just villagers, not ISIS. As he begs for his life, he is asked, "Did you see them? Did you see them?" We won't show the horrifying close-ups, but after a few minutes, the two civilians are shot and killed anyway. And then the other men open fire on the pile of bodies. We showed some of the photos and videos to retired U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel James Gravillis, who helped to train the Iraqi counter-terror forces.
So you think this is Iraqi Special Forces?
Absolutely.
What do you say about that, having helped set up this very group?
Oh, I think it's horrible. You don't behead someone and place their head on the front of your Humvee. That's unacceptable.
Because?
It's a war crime. It's an atrocity. It's demeaning. It shows that they have no respect for human beings or human life. It's barbaric. That's why. This is a failure. This is an absolute failure of our security policy for Iraq.
These go beyond any sense of humanity. They're just total, complete, inexcusable atrocities.
He says what he saw in those photos should trigger the law.
I would say that involves the Leahy Law, and I'd argue that we should be withholding money. It's a pretty clear-cut case.
In Washington today, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Martin Dempsey, told senators he was concerned about possible war crimes from the militias taking the fight to ISIS, along with the Iraqi army.
What we are watching carefully is whether the militias, they call themselves the Popular Mobilization Forces, whether when they recapture lost territory, whether they engage in acts of retribution and ethnic cleansing.
But what Dempsey did not say is that the U.S. is also closely watching the Iraqi army for war crimes. In fact, in a statement to ABC News, the Pentagon says in the last 6 months, it already has withheld assistance from certain Iraqi units on the basis of credible information in the past.
It's bad strategy for Iraq to think it could win a war and win the peace with these kinds of atrocities. And it's folly for the U.S. government to think that it will regain stability and security in Iraq when the forces fighting in alliance with the U.S. are carrying out these unbelievable atrocities.
But what links this war zone to Fulmer, Buckinghamshire, a peaceful village on the borders of London and the English countryside? Here, on the Sunni Defense, you're about to find out. Recently, some extremely disturbing information has come to light. It has been discovered that some of the most active Shia propagators in the UK are involved with Iraqi militias, and that their hateful speech has an active influence on the sectarian violence between Sunnis and Shia in Iraq. One of the most popular Shia figures who directly inspires terrorism is Yasser al-Habib. Yasser shot to fame due to his hateful preaching, mainly on his channel Fadak TV. This channel is known to preach a hateful message which is considered extremely insulting to Sunnis worldwide.
أي أحد تجده قبل بأن يسمى أمير المؤمنين فإنه منكوح. فعلى هذا عمر بن الخطاب مثلا الذي تسمى بهذا الاسم ورضي به كان لا ريب منكوحا. ثم من بعده عثمان بن عفان ثم معاوية.
London, a city with a high population of Sunni Muslims, where he celebrated the death of Aisha, the mother of the believers, Allah be pleased with her. At this celebration, he encouraged the sending of 1,000 curses upon her, organized a competition of who recites the best curse upon Aisha in the form of a poem, and distributed sweets to children and then encouraged them to curse her. He also accused Aisha of being impure and of being an adulteress.
How have we allowed this woman to maintain such a high status on the earth today? Why do we continue to allow her to hold on to this status? She is the enemy of the Holy Prophet and his blessed family. Do you accept that the number one enemy of the Holy Prophet is respected on the earth?
The celebration was completed with a prayer for the thanks of her death, an announcement that it would thereafter be an official Eid in Islam.
ولعن أعداءهم أجمعين سيما أبا بكر وعمر وعثمان وعائشة وحفصة.
He also organized a similar celebration on the anniversary of the assassination of Omar bin Khattab. The chant of the day was, Omar is in hell. Flags and balloons were distributed to children carrying these provocative words. Most worryingly, Yasser is known to have links to militant groups in Iraq. Here you can see him taking part in a procession in London with a group that he founded.
الأفراد في تجانس ذي طابع عسكري رمزي موحد ليعبروا بذلك عن استعدادهم لنصرة صاحب العصر والزمان عليه الصلاة والسلام.
Notice the blue flags? This is Khuddam al-Mahdi, a registered UK charity. Here they are again, this time in Iraq. Again, the same blue flags. Here, at a Khuddam al-Mahdi event in Iraq, you can see the names of the revered Sunni figures of Abu Bakr, Omar, and Aisha written on the floor for people to walk and spit on. And here you have an Iraqi soldier posing proudly with Yasser al-Habib's book, a compilation of slanderous claims about Aisha, the wife of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, designed for one thing and one thing alone, to incite hate.
من بسطاء الشيعة أنه يقولون أنتوا لو يلا بيكم زود سووا مثله، روحوا أنتوا ما أدري جاهدوا، أنتوا افعلوا، أنتوا كذا. أولا يا أيها الأبله الجاهل نحن أيضا حاضرون على الجبهات وتشهد لنا مواقفنا في سوح القتال في العراق. الرافضة الأبرار ممن ينتمون لهذه الهيئة ولهذا الكيان ولهذا التيار يقاتلون هناك، وتجد علمنا الأزرق موجود عند السواتر. لكننا لسنا من أهل الدعايات. تستطيع أن تحقق وترى هنالك أخبار في هذا الخصوص، هنالك صور وتوثيقات ومقاطع فيديو في هذا الخصوص، لكن أنت شلون عندك عقل تقارن بمن وراءهم دولة؟ إحنا ما عندنا إمكانيات. إحنا كل تمويلنا من تبرعات المؤمنين. الفصائل اللي موجودة في الحشد الشعبي وغير الحشد الشعبي هؤلاء كلهم وراءهم إيران. إحنا ما نتعامل مع إيران، ما نقبل نتعامل مع إيران. ستجدون انتفاضة شيعية كبرى لا تبقي ولا تذر. أنتم مو أقوى منا، إحنا أقوى منكم. اتقي الحليم إذا غضب، إحنا أقوى. لا تناهزوننا قوة ولا تجارونا في العتاد والرجال، فصيروا أواد من صالحكم، من صالحكم.
And here is another Iraqi soldier, this time spray painting a wall in a Sunni town with the words Aisha is in hell.
رغم أنوف الحاقدين ننادي لبيك يا حسين، رافضا الجار مرة من هنا مجاور مجلس محافظتنا، وإن شاء الله سنرفع راية أمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب عليه السلام فوق هذه المنارة، منارة الحدباء إن شاء الله.
فلذلك نحن نحيي كل من يبادر إلى مثل هذه الإثارات الرافضية التي تثير الأجواء وتوقظ الضمائر ولو بأسلوب الصدمة، وتحرك المياه الراكدة وتلفت الانتباه. نحيي هذا الأخ الجندي البطل في الجيش العراقي اللي على خطوط التماس راح كتب
عائشة في النار،
عائشة في النار، من أهل.
كانت الرسالة واضحة تقول بأن النصر للرافضة قدر، وأن المعركة الحاسمة آتية، وأن شيعة الكرار عليه السلام لا يخافون أوقع الموت عليهم أم وقعوا على الموت. من جانبهم أطلع الضباط العسكريون الشيخ الولاء على آخر المستجدات في الجبهات والقواطع القتالية، وعن دور القوات في حماية وتأمين المدن المقدسة، مؤكدين بأن جميع عناصر اللواء هم طوع أمر قيادة خدام المهدي عليه السلام، وأن قلة التمويل والإمكانات لن تمنع من مواصلة ضرب الجهاد والتضحية حتى النصر إن شاء الله. جدير بالذكر بأن الشيخ الحبيب كان قد دعا قبل سنوات إلى إحياء شرطة الخميس كقوة ردع وتدخل سريع في
Iraqi militias are regularly found proudly waving the flag of Khuddam al-Mahdi. His hateful preaching has even been used in propaganda videos by the Islamic State to recruit and incite sectarian violence against Shia. Here, in this video filmed in Iraq, a representative of Khuddam al-Mahdi is preaching sectarian hatred to rouse a Shia militia before they storm a Sunni village. This was filmed on Yasser al-Habib's Fadak TV.
هذول أتباع يزيد، أتباع بن زياد، وإحنا أتباع من؟ أتباع الحسين، أتباع زينب صلوات الله عليها.
During a television documentary, when asked on camera if his channel was responsible for sectarian hatred and bloodshed, Yasser didn't reject this notion.
كانت لديكم حملة جرح العراق النازف، وخطابك يقال إنه مسؤول عن سفك الدماء في العراق. يمكن أن يكون مسؤولا عن سفك الدماء في العراق.
إعلاميا وتحفظ هذه الجملة جيدا. No comment.
لا تعليق.
تفضل منا شيخ.
لا أنا أريد
أتكرم شوي. شيخ ياسر لا زلت مصرا على عدم
خلص بعد ما يجاوبك. قال لك no comment.
It's disturbing to know that a group with strong links to international terrorism continued to conduct regular military marches through the village of Fulmer, Buckinghamshire, where Yasser al-Habib's Al-Muhassan Shia Center is based. Hassan Qadri is another hate preacher based in the UK and a student of Yasser al-Habib. Him, along with his associates, relay Yasser al-Habib's hateful message via their YouTube channel, Rafi.org, and other proxy channels like Bayt al-Ghadir. But more on that later.
We are the followers, we are the Shia of سيدة نساء العالمين فاطمة الزهراء the woman that stood in the mosque of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam and stated the infamous words that shook the empire of the tyrant Abu Bakr ibn Abi Quhafa, where she stated, قاتلوا أئمة الكفر, fight the imams, the leaders of disbelief.
Qadri refers to Yasser as Sheikh and has worked for and regularly appeared on Yasser's TV channel Fadak TV, where he frequently promotes his opinions and work. Here he is again on Fadak TV, this time taking part in a recorded bloody self-harming ritual with Yasser al-Habib himself. Children are allowed to attend and watch. One participant in the bloody ritual even encourages the other attendees by referring to militant groups in Iraq.
على سوح القتال ويتطبرون وهذا اليوم وكل يوم نتطبر وننادي حسينا وحسينا وحسينا حسينا وحسينا وحسينا.
Remember that hateful book the Iraqi soldier posed with? Here is Qadri with the same book, using insightful language.
Mama Aisha, right? The mother of believers, Aisha. Have you ever heard of a mother that murders her children? This is your mother, Aisha. This is the mother of murder.
Most disturbingly, Hassan Qadri openly supports the Shia slaughter of Sunni Muslims. On his Facebook page, he regularly uses inflammatory language, praises the terrorist group Hezbollah, and has even gone to the extreme of calling for the outright slaughter and enslavement of Sunni Salafis. In November 2013, he posted the following message on his Facebook page. Am I taking it too far to say I want the Salafis in Syria to be slaves in the shrine of Sayyidina Zainab? And in 2014, he called for the complete eradication of the people of the peaceful country of Lebanon. He posted, Hezbollah should do like the Iraqi government and just wipe out the Salafis. Believe me, Hezbollah has the power to take over Lebanon, and they should finish them off, once and for all. As you can see, shocking, even to his own followers. In May 2013, he posted a picture in a celebration of a militant holding the head of a beheaded fighter, and most worryingly, in the comment section, he advised on how a face of a person being beheaded changes during the execution. Qadri has visited Iraq numerous times. Sayyid Ali Husseini, also known as Sayyid Ali Shubairi, is an associate of Yasser al-Habib and Hassan Qadri. Here he can be seen boasting about meeting with Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq al-Shirazi in Iran.
And thus this will expose Umar ibn Khattab la'natullah alayh. So I'm very happy this week because it has been the birthday of Fatima al-Zahra salamu alayha, and in fact the death of Abu Bakr la'natullah alayh. And this time last year I was in Iran and I managed to meet Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq al-Shirazi and celebrate with the brothers in the Shirazi house the death of Abu Bakr.
Shubairi regularly takes part in the London military marches conducted by Khuddam al-Mahdi. Qadri also has links to other proxy groups, previously Rafida.org and currently Bayt al-Ghadir. Obviously realizing that his usual methods of blatant insults and hate speech were not helping the cause of spreading Twelver Shiism, he decided to join and promote a new proxy group called Bayt al-Ghadir, for what he refers to as being an intellectual discourse. As you can see here, he posted a promotional video for his new group in December 2017, with an accompanying launch message. Although this group generally appears a lot less aggressive and insulting towards Sunnis, it still carries the same dangerous and hateful ideology. Along with Hassan Qadri, the group is made up of other young males. Hassan Qadri has appeared in their videos, and members of Bayt al-Ghadir often attend his lectures.
What you had against us was the justice of the companions, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and the rest of them. Debate adalat al-Sahaba. Be a man, stick to your word.
While the group mainly focuses their efforts on their YouTube channel, they occasionally appear at Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park, London, to promote their ideology in a friendly manner. Allah knows best what their intentions are, but it must be brought to the attention of the viewers that Shiism has a very important concept called taqiyya, which means dissimulation or hiding one's true beliefs from others. Despite their outwardly friendly demeanor, sometimes the hate surfaces. Here, members of Bayt al-Ghadir hint at hate for the wives and companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
In regards to Muawiyah, we believe he's a munafiq.
You're saying to me that your wife would not be the closest person to you?
Not necessarily.
When the Prophet says the best among you is the one who's the best to his wife.
How about this? From the Quran, I'll prove to you Aisha was a liar, you prove to me she wasn't.
Two, against who?
I do not
against who? Against who?
Enemies of the Ahlul Bayt.
Anyone that's not Ahlul Bayt.
Enemies of the Ahlul Bayt.
Enemies, who are the enemies?
Finish this verse and I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you, I swear I'll talk to you.
Worryingly, there has been a rise in insightful incidents in London recently. Here, a young associate of Yasir al-Habib slanders the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in front of many Sunnis at Speaker's Corner, Hyde Park, purely to incite hate and get a reaction. He succeeds in doing so, and a young Sunni reacts to the hate speech with violence.
شو تقول؟ تكلم الله على عمر ايوه لعنة الله على ابي بكر لعنة الله على عثمان تكلم على الله على عائشة لعنة الله على حفصة لا 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 لا
أبا بكرهم أبا بكرهم حفصة
المكان بغداد، الأعظمية بالتحديد. الزمان بعد أقل من أسبوعين على ميثاق الشرف للسلم الأهلي.
لعن الله عمر للضلع والكسار لعن الله عمر للضلع والكسار.
شاب يقول إنه داعية للتشيع، يقود مجموعة من أنصاره أو زعاطيطه كما يقال بالعامية العراقية، ويتعمدون لعن أم المؤمنين عائشة زوجة النبي وأمير المؤمنين الخليفة الثاني عمر، وهما رمزان عظيمان من رموز الإسلام، بمكبرات الصوت وسط مدينة الأعظمية السنية بحماية ودعم القوات الحكومية.
And here is another one of Yasir's associates, this time walking into various Sunni mosques in London and presenting the imams with Yasir al-Habib's slanderous book.
Assalamu alaikum. You're speaking Arabic? No. This is a gift for Aisha. أنا من شيعة الإمام علي. هذا الكتاب من تأليف أحد علماء الشيعة. نعم. وماذا فعلت معنا النبي؟
Our investigation concludes that whether it is direct or indirect hate speech and links to international terrorism, some of the most active Shia propagators in the United Kingdom openly call for international terrorism and openly support terrorist groups and their activities. Some UK residents such as Yasir al-Habib and his proxies have even inspired the slaughter of Sunnis across the Middle East and continue to do so today. And it is this hateful message of Yasir and his proxies that is used by Sunni terrorist organizations as a recruitment tool.
Sure, Brother Hassan, did you want to say?